200 pages, and I'm telling you, it's so well written, you'll be intrigued, as I was. This little book, Lessons of History by Durant. Next is philosophy. Durant also wrote a good book on philosophy. The Story of Philosophy. It's got a good rundown of the key philosophers of the last several hundred years, what they taught in some of the life they lived.
One, two,
You might find it a little difficult, but hey, you can't just read the easy stuff.
5, 6,
Key
7,
phrase to add here in parentheses, don't just read the easy stuff. You won't grow, you won't change, you won't develop.
15,
Tackle the more difficult
17,
stuff.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
Next, novels. Novels are good. Sometimes an intriguing story keeps our attention so that the author can weave in the philosophy he or she is trying to get across. Ayn Rand was probably better at that than anybody else I could possibly think of. Atlas Shrugged, some of those towering novels. The novel kept us intrigued, but guess what she was doing all the time? Feeding us her philosophy, feeding us her philosophy. Now, whether you agreed with her philosophy or not, you had to admit she was really good at getting it out there, weaving it through the story, in the dialogue, and in the speeches, and in the text. And novels are good. Now, here's a little personal advice. Trash.
6. Woo!
Sometimes you can find something valuable in a spicy novel. I wouldn't go through it to find it. You can find a crust of bread in the garbage can, but I wouldn't go through it.
Yeah.
Number one, you don't need a reputation. So, not enough time to read the brilliant stuff. Good stuff. Skip the trash. Really, my personal advice. Personal development. Becoming more valuable than you are. Next is biographies and autobiographies, the stories of successful people, unsuccessful people. Some dramatic stuff. Right. Over the last 100 years, it's been written biographies and autobiographies. Here's one of the best, the Bible. The Bible is a unique book because it's got a list of human stories on one side of the ledger, another list of human stories on the other side of the ledger. One's called examples, the other's called warnings. And here's what we've got to have on biographies and autobiographies, both warnings and examples. In the Bible, the example. The Bible says, look at these people's lives, follow theirs. Follow their philosophy, follow their advice. Then we got the warnings. Don't do what these people did. Messed up their life and threw their life away. Vitally important, both sides of the scenario. Now, if your life story ever gets in one of those books, make sure they use it as an example, not a warning. Also, we need balance, both sides, balance, good and evil. Biographies, autobiographies. You need a book on Gandhi. You need a book on Hitler. One to illustrate how high a human being can go. The other one to illustrate what? How low and despicable a human being can become. And both sides of the scenario. Next, accounting. Gotta have a little